Now on 4 News Now at 6, from giant rebar cylinders to new interchanges, the North Spokane corridor is finally taking shape. We'll show you how crews are connecting it to I-90 and what it could mean for your commute.
I'm tracking the last of a wet Monday evening, plus a warm and foggy work week in the First Alert forecast.
And more than 800,000 signatures are pushing 2 new initiatives in Washington, what they could mean for parental rights and transgender athletes, and how lawmakers are responding. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
There is light at the end of the tunnel, or at least a giant rebar cylinder when it comes to the North Spokane corridor. Good evening. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Derek Dice. Crews working on the long-awaited freeway are now working within eyesight of where it will eventually connect with I-90 in East Spokane. Angela Hara is live at one of the construction sites off of Sprague and Green Street. So what's the latest on this project, Angela?
Yeah, Derek, well, I am standing right in front of one of those rebar cylinders that you guys just mentioned. And right now it is laying flat, but soon it'll be placed upright and filled with concrete to provide support for that corridor. And that corridor will be placed very soon above my head. It's been a long-awaited project, and one that the Department of Transportation and countless drivers are excited to see come to an end.
It is a big need for our community, and I think that we're just really excited to see it finally get completed. A lot of dollars, a lot of concrete, a lot of jobs, and so honestly we're just looking toward the finish line.
And that finish line is in 2030. Over 25 years, the major project has been broken up into 3 stages that stretch from Sprague Avenue to the Spokane River. Stage 1 near Spokane Community College is complete. Stage 2 will connect the corridor from Mission to Alki, where it needs to go over the railroad tracks in Trent, but work hasn't started there yet. And Stage 3 falls right next to I-90.
Right now the main way to get from Interstate 90 to North Spokane is Division Street. So a lot of stoplights, a lot of traffic. And so if you live in the Spokane area and you want to travel north, this is going to benefit you.
Along with that, there will be 7 interchanges that connect to this bridge. And the DOT said that it will cut drivers, it's estimated to cut drivers about 12 minutes of travel times from Wandermere to I-90. In Spokane, Angela Hara, 4 News Now.
Angela, thank you.
Well, tonight, Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown is urging Congress to extend temporary protected status, or TPS, for the Haitian community.
And that allows non-citizens to live and work in the U.S. when their home country is considered unsafe due to war, natural disasters, or other emergencies. But that status is set to expire tomorrow. Mayor Lisa Brown says about 500 Haitian nationals live in the Spokane area. Many came here following the 2010 earthquake in Haiti or to escape political violence.
Mayor Brown writing, "As mayor, I see firsthand how Haitian children with TPS are thriving in our schools and how their parents and family members are contributing to our local economy. They show up every day, helping to make our city stronger."
This comes as many in Spokane are asking how the Spokane Police Department is dealing with federal immigration operations in the city. Today, Police Chief Kevin Hall addressed those concerns. Chief Hall says it would be illegal for Spokane police officers to assist in federal immigration enforcement, and any officer who does so would face serious consequences.
And if an officer decided on their own, for whatever reason, to do that, there would be significant criminal consequences to that, as well as administrative, meaning their job would be on the line.
Chief Hall also acknowledged that the department may make mistakes, but says SPD will take responsibility when that happens. He pointed to an incident last Wednesday during an anti-ICE protest when some plainclothes officers were seen wearing masks.
We made very clear to every single member of the police department, all 454 of them, what the expectations are when it comes to wearing face coverings. We make mistakes, we rectify them. I just want to put that out there.
And Chief Hall also addressed how police would handle any potential calls to report someone is undocumented. He says officers would not respond to or investigate those calls.
A 70-year-old man is in jail for allegedly shooting his roommate during an argument, possibly over money. Spokane County Sheriff's deputies arrested James Milstead yesterday after being called to Milstead's home on South Jefferson Street in Medical Lake. When deputies arrived, they say Milstead appeared intoxicated, and they found another man bleeding on the floor from what appeared to be a gunshot wound. Investigators say the two men got into an argument. Milstead allegedly left the room to get a gun, then came back and shot the other man. He was taken to the hospital, but is expected to be okay.
Well, we may still have 6 more weeks of winter, but it's not going to feel like it.
Our team of weather experts are tracking more warmer than average temperatures on the way. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker with that first alert forecast.
Yes, I think the groundhog has it in reverse. We haven't had 6 weeks of winter weather. Today it was 43 degrees. Despite the showers and the overcast conditions, 37 is our average high. We started the day off at 33. 26 is our average overnight low. Our sunset now 4:53. Highs around the region were in the 40s, even in Sandpoint and Bonners Ferry. Omak 42 for a high today. It was 45 in Pullman and 41 in St. Mary's. Downtown right now, we do have wet roads from the rain that moved through. We're almost completely dry through Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, but we do still have some showers from around Newport up through Sandpoint, down through the central panhandle, right around the Sandpoint area. Seeing some rain from Laclede up through Sandpoint and some snow falling in the mountains, including at Schweitzer right now, but it is not going to continue much longer, unfortunately. We are drying out this evening. We'll start to see that dense fog developing later tonight, staying above freezing through the evening and right into tomorrow morning. I will be back with your Tuesday forecast and let you know what you can expect for the rest of the work week. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. The Washington State Legislature will take a look at 2 new initiatives brought forth by a conservative political action group and signed off on by more than 800,000 people.
They deal with parental rights and transgender athletes. Madeline Mullins is in studio and shares what exactly they would do.
Well, the 2 initiatives brought forward by Let's Go Washington aim to give more rights to parents of public school students and protect girls in sports. But those opposed to it say it does the opposite and puts all students in danger.
Over 800,000 signatures later, and Let's Go Washington has been given the push it needed to get Initiatives 1 and 638 in front of Washington state representatives. Initiative 1 would allow parents access to things like academic, medical, and health records of their children. They'd be notified if their child is receiving medical treatment or prescribed medication and allow parents to look over course material, giving them the option to opt their child out of classes.
Parents need to know what's going on with kids, regardless of trans or LGBTQ issues. I don't like the schools keeping secrets.
But those opposed to this initiative worried that sensitive information that a student may not feel comfortable sharing with their parents, but has shared with someone at the school, will be made public.
Many youth who feel unsafe or rejected at home because of their gender or sexuality rely on school-based health services, navigation to care, or simply a safe adult to confide in at school. But the confusing language around parental access to private medical records means that kids could potentially be cut off from accessing this essential health care.
The second initiative, 638, would require all girls who want to participate in a sport to verify their biological sex. They'd have to have a doctor sign off that they have either checked their body, their genetic makeup, or testosterone levels.
Every girl is going to be subjected to invasive, medically unnecessary, and harmful exams of their genitalia.
But Brian Haywood with Let's Go Washington says that's not the case.
It's only the physician of the child certifies or verifies the gender, and they can do that whatever means they want to do it.
Let's Go Washington will be hosting a rally in Olympia tomorrow, and Democratic leaders have said they will reject these 2 initiatives, and if that happens, it will be up for the voters to decide in November. In studio, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
All right, Madeline, thank you. Excitement is building for the showdown in Santa Clara between the Seahawks and the Patriots. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 49, and fans are hoping to send the Pats back to New England empty-handed.
To get fans excited, the city is projecting the Seahawks logo on the the iconic clock tower in Riverfront Park. And while most people won't be heading to California for the big game, to make sure you don't miss out on all the fun leading up to Super Bowl, we are sending Derek and sports director Jack Wallace down to Santa Clara to bring you all the action. We will have live coverage from the Bay Area starting on Wednesday.
I was there 11 years ago when they lost, so if we get upset for some reason, please don't blame me.
No, it's not you. Well, still ahead, European customs agents get a big surprise inside a car shipped from the U.S.
We'll show you the furry creature that made the journey across the ocean coming up, and a local career-focused school, is filling up fast. See the programs getting students excited and how your kids can sign up tonight at 6:30.
And a new Washington tax is changing where people shop. See why some businesses say they may relocate to keep their customers. Next on 4 News Now.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Colville Toyota.
Landowners in the Inland Northwest know when it comes to power, performance, and reliability, nothing beats a Coyote tractor from Jordan Sales and Service. Family owned and trusted for over 25 years, Jordan Sales and Service helps you tackle any property with Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, UTVs, and skid steers built for real work. Our full-service parts and service department keeps your Coyote tractor running strong every season. Visit Jordan Sales and Service, your home for Coyote tractors and unbelievable hometown service.
Join the Circle of Life at the Lion King. Experience the world's #1 musical. Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Now on stage at Spokane's First Interstate Center through February 15th. Get your tickets today at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Before it's your York air conditioner, it belongs to Chad Peachin, who inspects and tests every unit on the line, and Ricky Howard, whose leak testing process is 99.9% accurate, and Sid Castile, who checks for fabrication flaws down to ridiculous tolerances. You see, before you buy it, they own it. So if you want something really well built, you want a York. Built here. Built right. Built by York.
How do you keep performing at a high level when you're a man over 40? By taking Manpower. Manpower helps your body produce and conserve your own natural testosterone for a healthy sex life and positive mental attitude. Experience a vibrant, active life again with the energy and drive of a younger you. Manpower is available at any Mother's Cupboard location, Lincoln Heights, North Point Plaza, or University Road in the Valley.
Mother's Cupboard, things that make you feel good.
This February, you can help meet a real need right here in our community. Spokane Mardi Gras supports women and girls experiencing homelessness and poverty, one essential health item at a time.
Mardi Gras provides pads, tampons, bras, underwear, and hygiene items for women in need. Your donations help build confidence and uplift lives.
When our community comes together, small donations make a big difference. New America Credit Union is proud to support this campaign. Scan the QR code to join us in supporting Mardi Gras.
Well, Washington imposed a 10% sales tax on gold, silver, or precious coins last month in an effort to close the state's budget deficit.
Yeah, but critics say it's only driving business to North Idaho. Here's Mary Sheridan with the story.
Precious metals broke record highs and dips in the past week.
This is 1 ounce of silver. It's a very common item bought and sold here at DJ's Coins. Now, last week, this was selling for about $115 an ounce. Today, it's worth about 80 bucks. Workers tell me this is a market that can change overnight.
But that's not the only thing that's been keeping Idaho coin shops on their toes.
The market itself has just been so insane the last month in general. So it's kind of the combination between the spike in metals as well as the spike in extra customers coming in.
Washington families trying to protect their savings are now driving out of state to avoid a new tax. They're avoiding a 10% sales tax on gold, silver, and precious coins that took effect January 1st. Since then, coin and pawn shops in Idaho have been inundated with new customers.
I'd say that about 50% of the people that have been coming into the shop are from Washington, And we get lots of phone calls, probably about 70% just new people.
One pawn store owner in Coeur d'Alene says it's changing the way he does business.
We're going to be stocking a lot more gold and silver than we've ever had in our history. I'll probably increase it by a minimum 30%.
But Nyman says keeping more precious metals on hand also poses a security risk. Washington coin store owners like Jake Graham have pre-filed legislation that would reinstate a tax exemption for these metals. But if it doesn't pass,
we're going to have to make a pretty tough decision to pick up a business that's been in this building for over 40 years and move it so that we can transact with our customers in a fair way.
And customers say they'll follow to protect their savings.
Things are getting pretty expensive, and this new tax isn't helping a bit.
For 4 News Now, I'm Mary Sheridan.
Tuesday's forecast, we're going to wake up with some low clouds and fog, a high temperature of 47 with the potential for a little bit of clearing late in the day. The odds aren't in favor of it, however, but that high of 47, 10 degrees above average, and it's even warmer in the 7-day forecast. I'll tell you about it next.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Spokane Ag Show, February 3rd through the 5th.
I'm Dr. Roxanne Haslam. I'm one of the urologists at North Idaho Urology.
Dr. Matt McLaughlin. North Idaho Urology, I'm Dr. Ellison.
I'm Dr. David Flores. I work at North Idaho Urology as one of the urologists there in the practice.
The North Idaho Urology difference is that we care. North Idaho Urology, we really strive to just provide an excellent experience for the patients.
What's important to me in taking care of patients is trust in their surgeon.
Give us a call, go to our website. We'd love to see you soon.
What can we make for you today? From the Sweet Palace in Phillipsburg, Montana.
Ready for action? It's No Holds Barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino, Thursday, February 5th. Clay Walker stands as a towering figure in country music with electrifying performances live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino, Thursday, March 5th. The train is right on time. Grand Funk Railroad still shining on tour. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino, Thursday, April 16th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
Save now at the 2026 Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports Boat Show, January 29th to February 9th. It's a boat show you don't want to miss. You owe it to yourself to see us before you buy. 2026 boats in stock, always the best for less. Like this Tri-Tune 150 horse with trailer. Come and see our indoor showroom located at 1220 Government Way, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And visit our pro shop for all your boating needs. Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports, your pontoon superstore.
GMA this week. Wake up with.
Yeah, of course.
On the morning of her big Muppet Show premiere. And nothing is off limits.
What? No. Where did you hear that?
This week on.
Good morning, America. That's it. We are done here.
One raccoon is living his best life in Europe now after it was found inside of a car that was shipped to Belarus. According to the Belarusian State Customs Committee, officials believe the pint-sized passenger had endured the long journey from the U.S. and across the ocean with no food or water. It was turned over to a local vet where they say it's developed a friendly disposition and a taste for grapes and chicken eggs.
This is like when they find cats living in walls.
Right.
How does that work?
I don't know.
I don't know. There's worse ways to travel to Belarus, I suppose, other than in that spacious accommodation. Oh,
At least he's doing okay now.
Yes. Well, I've got more warm gray weather to tell you about, but it is snowing at a couple of the ski areas. I've checked the cameras, so that's good. There's no sign of any snow in the short-term forecast. Once we get into the evening and begin to dry out, it's 40 and dry right now in Spokane. The precipitation is tapered off in Coeur d'Alene. It's 41 degrees presently with overcast conditions. We don't have a lot of fog around the area. Everywhere you see the yellow, that's just some very light fog. Things get a little more serious once we get up around Deer Park, where visibility is down less than a quarter of a mile. Elsewhere, however, we're in pretty good shape. We will start to see that fog developing overnight, however, and it will be with us in the morning. 4 things to know about your weather. That rain is tapering off around the region. We'll have areas of dense fog, mainly in the northern valleys and parts of the Columbia Basin. It is going to remain cloudy for the next couple of days, but warm. We have a warming trend. I'll show you the numbers in a minute. The rain will return this weekend, if not Saturday into Sunday. We have a good chance of rain. Satellite and radar right now showing the last of a little precipitation that is moving out and tapering off across the region. Will be overcast overnight. Tomorrow's high temperatures will be climbing into the 40s, 47 in Spokane, 49 in Coeur d'Alene, in the 50s in Pullman, St. Mary's, and Ritzville, right around the Spokane area, 50 in Spangle. Tomorrow in the upper 40s in Coeur d'Alene, all the way through to downtown Spokane, 47 in 9 Mile and Meade, and 44 tomorrow in Deer Park and Spirit Lake with that fog. Here's our temperature trend over the next 7 days. We are above average through the entire forecast. This white line right here is our average high. It's at 37 right now. It will be at 38 later this week and into next week. But we have no 30s on the way and may even get into the 50s Wednesday and Thursday. Some of that will depend on how long the fog sticks around. The extended forecast, February 10th through the 16th, still calling for above average temperatures, but we're not in the deep dark red like we were this time last week. And we are not in the below average precipitation range. The opposite, we're in that medium green. Hopefully our temperatures will not be so warm that it's rain in the mountains. This could work out to be pretty nice. Your planning forecast, warm with fog each morning through possibly Thursday. Then we start to bring back the chance of rain on Saturday, especially Sunday and into early Monday. Overnight lows for the most part right around freezing or just a little bit above. So we'll still have to watch for some frosty spots on untreated roads in the morning. Derek?
All right, Chris, thank you. Now, according to Punxsutawney Phil, that infamous groundhog from Pennsylvania, we have 6 more weeks of winter because Phil saw his shadow.
And while it feels like we really only have had about 7 days of winter so far in the inland Northwest, the same cannot be said for the rest of the country. Take a look.
More than 60 million Americans were under cold weather alerts this morning from Massachusetts to Miami. In the southeast, a winter storm dumping more than a foot of snow in some areas. The governor of North Carolina declaring a state of emergency with nearly 1,000 traffic collisions reported in the state. You can see multiple cars in ditches. Officials warning drivers to stay off the roads, with many still covered in dangerous ice.
We had the kind of snowstorm that we don't get very often. Many roads will be bad in many places across the state for days to come.
This patrol car tire completely frozen in the frigid temps. And more than 100 drivers stranded for hours after this tractor trailer crashed on I-85 just outside of Charlotte. About 45 miles away, video capturing a driver getting out of the way just seconds before a train collides with his tractor trailer stuck on the tracks. Luckily, no one was hurt. And in the Outer Banks, you can see this house collapsing into the ocean. Nearly the entire state of Florida was under a freeze warning this morning. Police in Sarasota capturing these flurries falling. Irrigation running to protect orange trees, these icicles forming.
It's Punxsutawney Phil!
And on this Groundhog Day in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, the famous groundhog named Phil declaring more winter ahead.
On Sunday alone, more than 6,000 flights were delayed and about 1,500 were canceled. And we could see even more travel disruptions with more snow expected this week. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gamma Knife.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus, get 60 months, no interest. The President's Day Super Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Input costs are high.
And prices are low.
Agriculture requires all of us to work together.
It's where we connect.
Learn what works.
And spread optimism.
And spread optimism.
And spread optimism. That's why we need you at the Spokane Ag Show, February 3rd through the 5th.
At the Spokane Convention Center.
Let's show up together and move agriculture forward.
Move agriculture forward.
And move agriculture forward.
Our customers love coming to Car Wash Plaza.
I work late shifts. Car Wash Plaza is open 24/7. That works for me.
I feel safe. It's so well lit, and there's security lights everywhere.
Strong water jets cover everything. The roof, the sides, even the undercarriage.
The Central Dog Wash is so convenient, no hassle, keeps the dog clean, and keeps my house clean too.
It's easy at Car Wash Plaza. It's the best in the Northwest.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus, get 60 months, no interest. The President's Day Super Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
Around the nation, within the last few hours, the Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, announced that Homeland Security officers in Minneapolis will be issued body cameras.
And she also says body cameras will eventually be issued nationwide. Advocates and critics have been calling for the administration to agencies like ICE and Customs and Border Protection agents to wear body cams. Before the announcement, the president also said he was behind the idea.
They generally tend to be good for law enforcement because people can't lie about what's happening. So it's generally speaking, I think 80% good for law enforcement. But if she wants to do that, I'm okay with it.
DHS officers themselves have been recording tense interactions with protesters on their own personal devices. One of the most well-known instances was when the officer who shot and killed Renee Good filmed the incident on his cell phone.
Law enforcement in Arizona are treating the disappearance of Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie's mother as a crime. Investigators say Nancy Guthrie was last seen at her home north of Tucson over the weekend.
Yeah, investigators say the 84-year-old has no cognitive issues but does have limited mobility, adding that some evidence found at the home indicates she did not leave on her own. Melissa Adon has the latest.
An urgent search involving the FBI is underway in Arizona for 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie.
Right now, we don't see this as a search mission as much as we do a crime scene.
The Pima County Sheriff's Department investigating her disappearance as a crime, saying they saw concerning things in the home, but did not elaborate.
There were circumstances on scene that we believe are suspicious in nature, I think is the best way to put it, but we can't really get into a whole lot of details with that now.
Investigators say Nancy Guthrie was last seen at her home north of Tucson around 9:45 on Saturday night. She was reported missing yesterday by her family after they were told she was not at church.
She is very limited in her mobility, right? We know she didn't just walk out of there. That we know.
The Sheriff's Department saying they are concerned for her health.
This is a 84-year-old lady who suffers from some physical ailments, has some physical challenges, is in need of medication that if she doesn't have in 24 hours, it could be fatal.
Savannah Guthrie released a statement on her family's behalf by NBC News saying, in part, "I want to thank everyone for the thoughts, prayers, and messages of support. Right now, our focus remains on the safe return of our dear mom." The Pima County Sheriff desperately asking for the community's help in this missing persons case.
We don't need another bad, tragic ending.
Investigators say they are reviewing cameras at Nancy Guthrie's home where she lives alone and employs staff. The sheriff is also urging neighbors to go through their own surveillance video and report anything to police. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, they power everything from smartphones to fighter jets, and the U.S. doesn't control them.
How rare earth minerals are driving American diplomacy. Plus, 1,000 applications and counting. Why students from across Spokane are racing to get into New Tech Prep. Next on 4 News Now at 6.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Ready for a refresh? From fabrics to the floor plan, we can pull it all together to create spaces you'll love coming home to. The Tin Roof. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
In football, to have a good offense, you need to know how to read the defense.
The same is true dealing with the insurance company after a car wreck.
They'll use every trick in their playbook to pay you as little as possible.
But we know their playbook.
Like when they stack the box.
These are huge insurance companies.
And they'll do anything to keep you from winning.
Like stacking the box with attorneys to fight your claim.
That's when you call an audible and call us.
We're attorneys Russell and Hill.
We know the insurance game.
And we know how to win.
Dupixent continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks. So game days are better. Girls' days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
At Parker Toyota, our commitment to you begins the moment you drive off the lot in your new vehicle.
We have more Toyota Master Diagnostic technicians than anyone in the Northwest.
That means our technicians are the most experienced at identifying and fixing any mechanical issues, ensuring that your Toyota receives the care it deserves.
Open 7 days a week. Call or go online to schedule your appointment at parkertoyota.com.
Without my good feet, I would not be able to do this. And remember, I'm in my 60s.
Ready for a refresh? From fabrics to the floor plan, we can pull it all together to create spaces you'll love coming home to. The Tin Roof. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Students looking for a more career-focused high school experience have another option for their junior and senior years.
New Tech Prep just opened applications for next school year, which offers 18 different hands-on learning programs. Derek Strom spoke with a student in her first year at the school.
New Tech Prep in Spokane just started taking applications yesterday for next school year and have already had more than 1,000 people apply. The students here mainly come from 11 different districts around the Spokane area. They spend half their day here in a program that focuses on a skilled trade, professional services, or a healthcare career. Several students were being tested for the nursing assisting program today, taught by a local nurse.
I definitely believe that any student that's interested in nursing, this is a great opportunity to take because it gives you your certificates and everything else that makes you feel like you accomplished something.
The students in the nursing program get the chance to practice their skills in class, and they also get a chance to work in care homes and hospitals, but the school offers other programs too, like welding, construction, and auto repair. There's nearly 1,000 students here at New Tech getting experience with over a dozen different programs. And the teachers that I spoke with here say this is something they wish they had when they were growing up.
And then the opportunity here is, do I want to do nursing? And some will go, nope. You know, it's not for me. And, you know, which is a good thing, because then they don't start into college and go, what the heck am I doing? You know, I don't want to do this. So.
The school also offers programs like culinary arts, where students were working in a professional grade kitchen. There's also a digital media program that focuses on filmmaking and marketing. The students get access to a digital wall and new technology that's used on many Hollywood productions. New Tech says applications for next year will stay open through the spring. In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
That is a cool wall. Mm-hmm. Okay, a lot of people are talking about Punxsutawney Phil. Derek is not one of them. But we want to talk about Marmot Day here in the city of Spokane. It's a real thing. And we're not talking to marmots. They're just predicting above average temperatures, apparently.
Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker now to see if she agrees with that prediction.
I know. Quit trying to make marmots happen. Kirsten, no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm on board the marmots. Let's do that. Oh, my goodness. Well, heck, we've got overcast conditions across the region, and that is going to be the scene for the next couple of days. More gray weather, but boy, is it going to be warm. Temperatures right now, 40 in Spokane, 41 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. We're at 37 in Sandpoint. It's been light rain, but some snow up at Schweitzer. A little bit of snow. 41 in Pullman and 42 degrees right now in Lewiston. We're not going to drop much from our current readings. We're getting awfully close to the dew point. Once we hit that, our air mass becomes saturated, can no longer hold any moisture, and we'll start to see that fog developing and will likely be dense in spots. In fact, it already is up around Deer Park. These are the low temperatures for tomorrow morning right around the Spokane area. No one down around freezing. However, we're awfully close and may run into a few spots where that fog is freezing to the roadways, but it will not be there for long. We're heading up to a high of 47. 37 is our average high. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast. Derek?
Well, for the first time since 2018, no one died last year from Spokane police officers using deadly force. Officers only used deadly force twice last year, and in both cases, the person shot survived. Prosecutors determined the use of force was justified in both of those cases. A drop in deaths follows a national trend. According to the police violence report, the number of killings declined in 2025, but remained higher than pre-pandemic levels.
You've probably never thought much about rare earth minerals, but you use them every single day. They're in your phone, your car, even critical medical equipment. And lately, these minerals have been getting a lot of attention from President Donald Trump and his administration.
Yeah, we've heard about talks and deals involving places like the Congo, Ukraine, and most recently Greenland, all tied to access to these valuable resources. So what's behind this growing focus? Michael Yoshida shares why these minerals have become a big deal for the U.S.
When it comes to the United States and rare earths, we need them and don't have a lot of them, with China dominating their production. That's why in recent years we've seen U.S. foreign policy shaped by these elements.
From Ukraine.
They have very valuable rare earth.
To Greenland.
They're going to be involved in mineral rights, and so are we.
Even Venezuela.
Well, you have minerals, right? All the critical minerals.
A recent theme has emerged in American diplomacy.
The start of the Trump administration really marked a new chapter of foreign policy. Minerals diplomacy became synonymous with foreign policy.
Rare earths are a specific set of metals and minerals which aren't all that rare, but they are difficult and expensive to mine and transform into something that can be used in production. Vital to the U.S. economy and national security, they're in things like smartphones, batteries, medical equipment, and even some cancer treatments. Also fighter jets, submarines, satellites, missiles, and more.
Every facet of our national economic and energy security is reliant on those rare earths.
Right now, China controls about 90% of the world's supply of refined or usable rare earths, a pipeline China spent years building up.
The question is, will the U.S. do the same?
Over the last year, the U.S. has signed rare earth and minerals deals with countries around the world. But finding supply is only one step. Creating the infrastructure to do something with those rare earths is the other.
Can Trump go like Xi Jinping does on a regular basis to American companies and say, will you invest these huge sums of money into something that we don't know will be profitable for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years?
That's obviously a very big ask of companies, and why in recent years we've seen the U.S. government commit more than $1 billion of investment to private companies and industries here in the United States that work with rare earths. In Washington, I'm Michael Yoshida.
Well, we are just 6 short days away from the Super Bowl.
Seahawks touched down in the Bay Area last night, Mia.
And they have opening night tonight, which is the first public appearance for both of the teams. And coincidentally, 12 years ago today, they won the Super Bowl. When we come back, you'll hear from head coach Mike Macdonald on how the Seahawks are staying the course ahead of the Super Bowl. 4 News Now will be right back.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by ZeroRez.
Landowners in the Inland Northwest know when it comes to power, performance, and reliability, nothing beats a Coyote tractor from Jordan Sales and Service. Family owned and trusted for over 25 years, Jordan Sales and Service helps you tackle any property with Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, UTVs, and skid steers built for real work. Our full-service parts and service department keeps your Coyote tractor running strong every season. Visit Jordan Sales and Service, your home for Coyote tractors and unbelievable hometown service.
Andy's Heating Cooling guarantees to keep your home safe and warm. Your home and office comfort is Andy's priority. Stay warm this winter with a new heat pump system from Carrier.
So the heating company I called said I needed a new heat pump that would cost over $12,000. A friend said I should call Andy's for a second opinion, and I'm so glad I did. They were honest. All I needed was a reversing valve.
Turn to the experts at Andy's Heating Cooling. Since 1972, thanks to you.
Snow days are the best days, especially when there's fresh powder on the mountain.
But getting there, that's where Subaru Symmetrical All-Wheel Drive comes in. Glide up the icy roads with confidence and enjoy stability on every twist and turn.
Pack your gear, load up the crew, and let the heated seats keep you warm on the way.
Because with Subaru, getting up to the ski hill is just as thrilling as the ride down.
Make every snow day the best day. Visit Parker Subaru and gear up for the season.
If anyone's got false teeth, you better take them out.
At Rebel, we never know what's coming up next. You wonder, should I sign up for that? And the answer is, why not?
There's so many things you can do here. If it's something you like, you join it.
My husband used to say, don't act old. Out there, they took my license away. In here, they can't touch me.
We're not getting any younger, and it's time to start acting like it.
Tonight, see why Idol is TV's #1 most social show.
We pray for the standout. It's you.
Behind the scenes at the Grammy Awards, the night's biggest stars, Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber, Sabrina Carpenter, what you didn't see on TV. Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
Welcome into sports. We are just 6 short days away from the Super Bowl 60. The Seahawks have won their way to the big game for the first time in 11 years. And it couldn't have been sweeter for the Hawks, who secured their ticket to the Super Bowl by defeating one of their biggest rivals, the Los Angeles Rams. The last time the Seahawks were in the Super Bowl, they fell 28-24 to the Patriots and will look ahead to a rematch that's 11 years in the making. Head coach Mike Macdonald spoke about the team's mindset on staying the course ahead of the Super Bowl.
More the believer of I think we were about the right stuff at the beginning. I think we talked about it. I think we drilled it. I think we were training it all the time. But I think the difference was we stuck with it. And that's when you start to see returns. So not to panic and say, okay, well now we got to play differently, or we got to change our language about how we're going to play the game or our style. None of that really happened. It was more just doubling down on the things we really believed in and do that every day.
Super Bowl 60 is this Sunday, but we'll have our Derek Dice and Jack Wallace there for the showdown in Santa Clara to bring you all the coverage. And for the Eastern Washington Eagles, preparation for the upcoming season never stops. Recruiting plays a big role in that, specifically during the offseason, and building relationships with recruits is important. Head coach Aaron Best spoke about the importance of home visits.
We tend to sign and stay with the home visits. I think it's appropriate when you you have someone come on your turf and officially visit you or unofficially visit you. They come to you a time or two. We've got to find time for the head coach to go down to see parents, see kids, say hi, and go to their turf and sit down and talk with them.
Aaron Best has been at EWU since 2000, but at the helm since 2017. The Eagles' first game of the season is set for August 29th against NAU. The Gonzaga Bulldogs are fresh off of a big win in the Kennel over their rival, the St. Mary's Gales. The Zags' big man Graham Ike made a return after missing 3 straight games with an injury. But he didn't just make a return, he put on a show, dropping 30 points and leading the Bulldogs to their 15th straight win. Head coach Mark Few shared his perspective on Ike's impact.
It's just amazing he was out 10 days or so and practiced, I think, twice or 3 times. But and then against that front line, that front line is huge and physical and hard to generate easy points against. And to find his way into 30 is, just incredible.
The Bulldogs will aim for their 16th straight win when they're on the road to face Portland on Wednesday at 7 p.m. And you can catch the WCC Player of the Week in action. After that 30-point performance, Ike has earned the award for the 4th time this season and is the nation's leading scorer among active players with 2,314 points. And the awards are rolling in for the Gonzaga women's team as well. Lauren Whitaker earns the WCC Freshman of the Week honor for the 7th consecutive week and the 10th time this season. The Zags host Oregon State Thursday at 6 p.m. And for the Washington State men's team, they just beat the Portland Pilots by 30 points, but have a huge road matchup against the Oregon State Beavers, who are on a 2-game win streak. The Cougs will look for their 4th straight win coming into this matchup, 11-13 overall. Head coach David Riley spoke about how the win against Portland is a step in the right direction.
So this is it, and we're kind of climbing our way out of a tough spot. We're not out of it. We got work to do, and this is another step with this Portland game, and we haven't won a road game yet in 2026. So that's something we got to go do. Let's go make it 4, but all that matters is that we go show that we can do this on the road now, and then we got another big one, and just keep stacking those and make the next game even more important.
Washington State will look for their first road win of the year on Wednesday against Oregon State. And well, guys, the Cougs have some big games ahead of them: Oregon State, Santa Clara, and then Gonzaga.
I think tied for 4th, right, in the WCC right now. So got to find a way to at least win 2 of those 3, maybe.
Yes.
All right, Mia, thank you. Around the nation now, the Department of Justice says it has now removed thousands of files from its website related to the investigation into disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, survivors were calling for the takedown after a number of them say their identities were exposed due to inadequate redactions. As ABC's Rena Roy reports, the newly released files mention President Trump, Elon Musk, and former Prince Andrew.
Several thousand documents and media related to disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein pulled from the Department of Justice website, just days after the DOJ says it released 3 million Epstein-related pages from the files. According to a letter from the DOJ filed in federal court today, the files may have inadvertently included victim-identifying information due to various factors, including technical or human error. Multiple survivors calling for the takedown, writing the DOJ committed what may be the single most egregious violation of victim privacy in one day in United States history.
Every time we hear from a victim or their lawyer that they believe that their name was not properly redacted, we immediately rectify that.
This latest batch of files released Friday includes a prosecutor's memo from 2007 showing federal authorities uncovered evidence pointing to the broad scale of Epstein's molestation and exploitation of girls and young women. That federal prosecutor initially wanted to charge Epstein with at least 60 felony counts, but in the end he was offered a deal to serve only 13 months of an 18-month prison sentence on Florida state charges. President Trump's name comes up thousands of times in the Epstein files, mostly in news articles, but also in emails written by Epstein himself. DOJ officials have said that uncorroborated allegations regarding President Trump contained in the files are false and did not come from credible sources. The president has said after a falling out 2 decades ago, he cut off contact with Epstein. Today, in a post on social media, Trump writing that he was not friendly with Epstein. And among the thousands of newly released photos, these never-before-seen images of former Prince Andrew, who was stripped of his royal titles last year over his relationship with Epstein. Now seen here, crouched over a young woman, her face redacted. The date and context of the interaction unclear. Representatives for Andrew have not responded to a request for comment. The files also show in 2012, tech billionaire Elon Musk emailed Epstein in one note asking him when the wildest party on his island will be. But today, Musk claiming he's never been to Epstein's island or any of his parties, calling this latest release a distraction. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Lots of clouds today, but only 1/100th of an inch of rain out at the airport. We've had just less than 1.25 inches so far this year. We're only a month in, but we're already below average. I'll let you know if that's going to change anytime soon in the 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Input costs are high.
And prices are low.
Agriculture requires all of us to work together.
It's where we connect.
Learn what works.
And spread optimism.
And spread optimism.
And spread optimism. That's why we need you at the Spokane Ag Show, February 3rd through the 5th.
At the Spokane Convention Center.
Let's show up together and move agriculture forward.
Move agriculture forward.
And move agriculture forward.
4 News Now and Beverly's in the Coeur d'Alene Resort present 4 Steps to Flavor.
Hi, my name is Jim Barrett, and today we're going to make a Pacific Shellfish Tower for 2 people. This is going to be a upcoming special for Valentine's Day week at Beverly's. First, we're going to take a bowl and fill it with crushed ice. I like the ice to be very mounded. And then next we'll stick in the Alaskan king crab legs. Four prawns. We have some Kumamoto oysters. And we're going to garnish with lemon, pickled asparagus, little pickles, some olives. Here's our seafood tower for 2.
4 Steps to Flavor, brought to you by Beverly's in the Coeur d'Alene Resort.
First, at Shriners Children's, the world's most advanced scoliosis procedures are born here. In fact, we deliver access to the world's best doctors for nearly every pediatric orthopedic condition. We're delivering care without compromise is our promise. And kids can just be kids. Because being first always starts with empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
4 News Now is brought to you by Fairway Floor.
Well, you both said that you had some rain on your windshield. I have not been outside to check out the rain. Is it over?
You missed it. You missed it.
Just a blink.
Your car wash is ruined, but yeah, it's over, and it's going to be over for a while. Right now, cloudy skies in both Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We're at 40 in Spokane, 41 in Coeur d'Alene. We're not going to drop very rapidly tonight. We have those clouds. Our dew points are fairly high. And as we cool, we'll hit that dew point and start to see the fog developing. So it'll stay above freezing overnight. 4 things to know about your weather. Rain is tapering off. Areas of dense fog forming. I'll show you where they're most likely in just a moment. Cloudy but warm over the next couple of days. Temperatures more than 10 degrees above average. The rain will be back in the forecast as we get into the weekend. If not Saturday, Sunday looks like a very good chance of rain. Snow levels this weekend. Let's just think cold thoughts. Tracking our weather pattern, last of our precipitation coming to an end as high pressure begins building over the region. That is a familiar pattern for us this winter as we keep the storms moving to the north and into Canada. High pressure, sinking air acts like a lid on a pot, warmer air above the colder air in place. Colder in quotes, it's still going to be fairly warm, but that traps in the fog and the pollutants at the surface. And it takes a storm for that to break. Taking a look at our forecast for fog, we are going to see that in the northern valleys tonight, but then really starting to develop around the Spokane area by tomorrow morning's commute. I'm going to zoom in on the Spokane area, 7 o'clock. The red is the dense fog that we see there from Deer Park down through Meade, Spokane, Airway Heights, and out to the West Plains. It will not last very long through the day. Our sun angle is beginning to be high enough that by around 11 a.m. we should be in pretty good shape, and that will allow those temperatures to climb into the mid to upper 40s, even 50 degrees down in Spangle. Other places making it into the 50s, including Pullman, Ritzville, St. Mary's. 60 tomorrow in Lewiston. Will be in the mid 40s in Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint. So your planning forecast heading up to 50 degrees Wednesday, 51 on Thursday, with a better chance to see some sunshine later in the day. 48 Friday, and then that chance of showers Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Overnight lows freezing Thursday night into Friday. Otherwise, just a little bit above. Derek?
All right, Chris, thank you. Before we head to a break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup for tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
At Precision Garage Door, there's nothing we can't fix. Broken spring, door stuck, no job too big or too small. Don't overpay for your garage door. Get a quote at no cost with Precision's $0 service fee. Call Precision Garage Door today for real people and same-day solutions.
If you're listening to this right now and you're suffering from numbness, tingling, burning pain in the hands, legs, and feet, pay close attention because you may be suffering from peripheral neuropathy.
What is neuropathy?
Peripheral neuropathy is actual nerve damage. Now, primarily we see this in the hands and feet and in the arms and legs.
What are the symptoms?
Symptoms of peripheral neuropathy are numbness, tingling, burning pain in the hands, legs, and feet, muscle cramps, and worst of all, balance problems that can lead to dangerous falls.
Is neuropathy treatable?
It is absolutely treatable, and we get some great outcomes.
If you're experiencing burning, tingling, numbness, coldness in your hands or feet, or having balance issues, call today for your nerve damage screening. Your screening will determine if you're at risk for serious complications and if you're a candidate for our innovative treatment program. Don't wait until your symptoms are so severe there's nothing that can be done. End-stage neuropathy leaves people confined to walkers, wheelchairs, and even amputation. The first 25 callers receive a free nerve damage screening. Act now and call to schedule your screening. First 25 callers receive the screening for free.
Join the Circle of Life at the Lion King. Experience the world's #1 musical. Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Now on stage at Spokane's First Interstate Center through February 15th. Get your tickets today at BroadwaySpokane.com.
At Precision Garage Door, there's nothing we can't fix. Broken spring, door stuck, no job too big or too small. Don't overpay for your garage door. Get a quote at no cost with Precision's $0 service fee. Call Precision Garage Door today for real people and same-day solutions.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
4 News Now is brought to you by Car Wash Plaza.
Well, the Senate reached a deal to keep the government funded on Friday, but that deal is still waiting on House approval. Why the bill likely will be changed before House approval and a timeline on the earliest that can happen. That's coming up tonight on Nightside, starting at 11 o'clock.
Low clouds and fog to start the day. We may see a little bit of clearing late in the afternoon. Regardless, high temperatures 10 degrees or more above average for the next 3 days and beyond.
See, that Punxsutawney Phil does not know what he's talking about.
Has he ever?
Right.
No.
All right, thanks so much for being with us. We'll see you tonight at 11 for Night Set.
Sign up